Hey everybody, welcome to today's show. Welcome to Equality and Rights for All. I'm your host, Anthony Lorito-Duke, and I'm sorry I've been away for so long, but I had a serious medical issue in which I suffered a third major stroke in January, and that's why I have not been hosting my shows lately. But I'm back again, and I missed all you guys. I hope everybody is doing well. And we have a very interesting topic for today's show, in which it is homelessness and migrant crises. So let's get right into this. Um, First of all, because there's a lot of parts to these crises. First of all, homelessness throughout the United States has been an issue for decades, upon decades, upon decades. It's nothing brand new. Um, but what's making things worse is in many states, especially the Democratic states, uh, the migrant crises have been making the homeless problem worse. Um, Now, a big part of this uh, issue is because of the fact that President Biden really didn't do his job when it came to the border protection for so long. Throughout the end of last year or whatever, yes, he did his job. President Biden did his job and he started to help protect the southern borders and stuff. But um, a lot of the governors and stuff uh, from states like Texas and Florida, they've been doing their own border protections and stuff like that, and um, which is good. It's always good to work together, hand in hand. Yes, right. So, uh, but President Biden also gave some assistance, and then you know, with the uh, with Title 42 ended, and the other title that began that took over, you know, things have improved along the southern border, but you know, um, but there still needs to be more work to be done. And the governors and stuff from like Texas and Florida, they've been shipping the migrants to other Democratic states by busloads and stuff, and it made things a lot worse all around. And now New York City has uh, a big migrant crisis, and which contributed to the homelessness in New York, throughout New York City, to get worse. And um, housing has been an issue throughout all you throughout every state throughout the United States. Been a housing problem, and you know, um, now New York State is working hard to build up more affordable housing and stuff. And but here's the thing: many of the Democratic states to fix the migrant issue, because it's a major crisis now. It turned into a major crisis, and um, to really fix the housing and migrant issues, you can't be a sanctuary city and state anymore, unfortunately. And that's a sad thing to say, but it's a harsh truth. And there's going to be a lot of bleeding heart people, a lot of bleeding heart agencies that say, "Oh, well, that's against the law, whatever." This is a crisis now. There's a difference here. There's a difference, you know. So desperate times calls for desperate measures, and we have to stop being sanctuary cities and states now. We can't do it anymore because of the migrant crisis, you know, and making things worse with regard to homelessness and housing and stuff like that. You can't do it. And basically, so that's one thing that needs to be done. The other part is, because I know a lot of Democratic cities and states are asking um, for federal assistance from Congress. to help with the migrant issue. And right now, because of the chaos that's going on within the United States House of Representatives, which is Republican controlled, and there's in-house fighting within the Republicans that are in the United States House of Representatives with regards to the spending bills and stuff like that. There's already fighting amongst the Republicans themselves in regards to this, and and the Democrats, on the other hand, um, they don't really want to send ICE in, you know, to the states to deal with the migrants and stuff, because that would offend their bases, you know. And so here's the thing: it's right now in regards to getting more federal aid. I don't think that's going to happen right now, you know, because of the in-house fighting that the Republicans are doing amongst themselves in the United States House of Representatives. And so the only other thing that can be done is behind closed doors. The higher brass that be in Congress would have to agree to send in ICE to uh, help do a lot of deportations in a lot of the Democratic cities and states, because unfortunately, there's no other way to deal with that at this point. It's the unavoidable, and it's a sad thing to say, yes, but it's the unavoidable, and they got to agree to send in ICE to help deal with the migrant crises uh, throughout all the cities and states throughout the United States, both Democratic and Republican, that are having the migrant crises. You know, so but a lot of people are going to be mad at that. But it's just a harsh truth. It's a truth, and unfortunately, that's the only federal assistance that Washington can give at this point until they deal with all the spending bills and stuff like that. Who can get federal aid and whatever else? So, but it has to be done. ICE has to come in to help out and to do a lot of deportations. There's just no other choice. And it's a sad thing to say, but it's the truth, you know? Um, so unfortunately there's no other choice. There's no other choice. But anyways, I want to remind all my fans out there about the business that my husband and I have together called AWLDNY. The link to that is awldny.com. You guys can check out all the items on there. And I also wanted to remind all my fans out there about my other business, my other website that I have called African Information Highway. And the link to there is AIHNY.com. Again, that is AIHNY.com. And you guys can check out all the pages on there. And so with that, take care, everybody. Bye.